So I got a comment from Ben Reed saying, could a team of the best championship players survive in the Premier League? And today we're going to find out if they can do that. So this is going to be a FIFA 18 experiment where I put the highest rated players, the 3 highest rated players from the championship who currently play for championship clubs into each position here, and I've put them into the Huddersfield squad because Huddersfield on FIFA have a terrible team. In real life their team's decent, you know, they've got some good players in there, maybe not Premier League standard, but some of the players they have in there can compete well with hard work and determination, which they've shown multiple times in matches this season, even beating Manchester United. So we're not a pushover team, but I thought most of the players on this game are just underrated, and I think they should have some high quality championship standard players in there, and maybe they can prove themselves and tell the world that they're not just championship standard, they should play in the Premier League and they deserve higher ratings than they have right here. So that's what we're going to do, simulate a season, see what happens, and we'll show results as the season progresses. Hopefully this proves to be a very interesting experiment. So we're at the halfway point in the season after playing 19 games and has had top scorers, but there are no Huddersfield players in there, no championship players in there right now, which, yeah, the championship standard right now, they're playing for championship clubs, so other clubs deem them to be championship status, but I was expecting someone here to score more than 6 goals and hopefully help them survive, but by looking at this, it doesn't look too promising. In the assists, again, no Huddersfield player is here, which is the same in the clean sheets. No goalkeeper. Westwood's there, and there's 2 other ones, I've forgotten what the names were, but Westwood was the highest rated one, and he was 75 rated, so a 75 rated keeper doesn't seem to be good enough, but that could also be due to the defence. Maybe the defence isn't good enough, but from what we're seeing here, it doesn't look too good for Huddersfield Town. And then Abdel Hernandez, he actually ends up beating everyone else on the average rating with 6.9 there, 2 appearances, so that's kind of weird. Has he got injured or something? I don't know, but maybe the computer just doesn't like playing this guy. Maybe he doesn't fit the team the way it wants to, but I would have thought if he's got the highest rated rating, I would have thought they would have played him more due to his form, but probably that doesn't always happen on this game. And after 19 games, this is the league table, 14 points, so they're not doing great, to be honest. You need about 40 points usually to be able to stay up. That's kind of the rule in the Premier League, and they're not on track to do that right now. They are only 5 points behind Southampton though. Like, they could easily do it if they can get a few wins, a good streak, and maybe break up through the relegation zone. But Newcastle not too far ahead with 4 points ahead, and West Brom also in the relegation battle. Any one of those teams really, from like Everton downwards, or even Arsenal downwards, could probably get relegated here, so it's quite tight and quite interesting, quite exciting. So after the full season now, all 38 games have been played. Spurs win the FA Cup, but Huddersfield are nowhere to be seen. They're not even in the round of 16. Not great for Huddersfield and not great for the championship players. So in the Carabao Cup this time, we see an appearance from Huddersfield finally. In the quarterfinals, they do lose to Swansea, unfortunately, but they get to the quarterfinals, not bad. They're, in theory, there's top 8 in the League Cup, so that's brilliant. And Watford getting to the final, well done to them. But luckily for them, they had Barnsley to play, and they had Bournemouth, so teams they could easily beat. And they actually drew 3-3 with the champions, who actually came first in the league, I'm going to tell you that right now. And they drew 3-3, so quite good for them. Okay, so in the top scorers, and again, no Huddersfield player, no championship player. What is going on in the top 15? This is really weird. I was expecting some person, like maybe Abel Hernandez, or whatever his name is, maybe he could have scored some goals if he'd played a bit more, but they haven't played him very much by the looks of it. And in the assists, he isn't there. No one's there. No championship player or Huddersfield player is actually in the assists. What's going on? But, okay, what about the clean sheets? Surely someone in the clean sheets comes from Huddersfield in the top 15. And they don't. They absolutely don't. Begovic beats them. Butland beats everyone else. That's just how it works out. Huddersfield, the Championship players don't seem to be good enough. Now, yes, the Championship players, obviously, yeah, that's what you might expect. But I thought someone might shine a little bit. But no, they all do terrible against the other players. Okay. Abel Hernandez, again, only plays 2 games throughout the whole season. What has happened to him? Has he broken both his legs or something? I don't know what's gone wrong there, but 6.9 rating again, and 6.4, I think it was 6.4 before, for the second player halfway through the season. So it's stayed quite consistent, but 6.4 is definitely not enough, really, to survive. You need to have some players getting above 7 and play, you know, at least half a season to give you a chance. But that hasn't happened, and it's quite disappointing, but they get relegated. I was hoping they could just about survive and prove my point that, you know, the Championship's decent, but no. There's a massive gap between the Championship and the Premier League. It's been shown here, but there were only 3 points behind, so I reckon if I had maybe a couple of players over 80 rated, or the average of the squad really, that most of the players were like 78 rated, then they could probably do it. But at the current rating right now, they couldn't do it, which is quite interesting because on this game then, their team is actually worse. The Huddersfield team is actually worse than the Championship team, which means that surely then, if you were to simulate this and not edit the team, the Huddersfield team themselves, then you would actually end up them coming last probably every season, which is quite depressing really, but you know what, we'll move on from that. 29 minus goal difference, 63 goals conceded. That was the issue. The defence was horrific. I mean, Newcastle was even worse, but 34 goals scored, which equals Everton, who had, it's the first time they've ever been relegated. They've always been in the top flight, and now one of my experiments, I have got them relegated. Newcastle also get 34 goals scored as well, and there you go. Let's go and finish this experiment off right now. Let's subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now, otherwise you are missing out on some quality content for the future. And also, leave a like, comment down below any other ideas, because if you get one in a future video, I might just shout you out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.